Camera shake. What is camera shake in photography? Camera shake is the term given to a blurred photograph after it has been shot handheld by a photographer with a slow shutter speed. For example, have a look at this photograph. Notice the blur. Now have a look at this photograph. Again, you can see the blur. Now, again, as I've already mentioned, camera shake is made up of two things. The first one being a slow shutter speed, and the second one being the movement of the camera in the photographer's hands. So that means you need a slow shutter speed and movement of the camera in order to produce the camera shake effect. So again, have a look at this photograph. Notice the slight blur. Again, this is what is known as camera shake when you take a photograph on a slow shutter speed whilst shooting handheld. So by nature, we know slow shutter speeds add blur to stuff, but what really is adding the blur to camera shake images is the camera in the photographer's hands. For example, have a look at this. This is what a photographer's movements looks like when they hold a camera, particularly on a long focal length. Just look at all that movement in spite of the photographer trying to hold the camera still. Now, as you can imagine, all this movement when you press the shutter release button combined with a long exposure, naturally you now understand that it's gonna blur your photograph, hence giving you camera shake. So how can we as photographers combat against camera shake? Well, the answer is quite simple really. We use a tripod. This is why landscape photographers use tripods, because it eliminates the movement of the camera, thus not allowing the final photograph to have camera shake in it. So let's have a look at the same photographs, but this time shot on a tripod instead of a photographer's hands. Naturally, again, we've used a long exposure, and as you can see, none of these photographs are blurred, and that is because we have removed the movement of the camera by placing it on a steady tripod. So this is why you need a tripod in photography. So there you go guys, now you understand camera shake.